Hello and welcome back to the semifinals of the Youth Entrepreneur Global Business Plan Pitch for Semifinals competition. This is the second half and we are auditorium 4. Next, we're going to be listening to the presentation of the team from Oregon called We Got Soul. And I'm going to reintroduce the judges. We have JT Vaughn, COO of IH, a business focused on nuclear and energy technologies. Vineet Parikh, a managing director at Dima Controls, a company that does the distribution of industrial automation and electrical products. Chitra Khatri, executive president at JP Morgan, a financial services company. And Vipin Ramani, who is co-founder and CEO of several businesses in the AI industry. Let's just get this show started. Good luck to everybody. And remember, guys, the format for these presentations is elevator pitch for 1 minute, video pitch for 10 minutes, Q&A for 5, and 5 minutes for scoring and transitions.
Okay.
Here you go ahead.
Hello. We've got so realizes that there are many sports players out there, me being one, and something that I never thought was an issue is keeping basketballs. I realized that I keep them for just comfort, like the first ball my dad ever gave me, or just my favorite ball that I like to play with. And sometimes when damaged, I just go to buy another ball. And that is something that I myself want to stop and what the team wants to stop. And what we want to do is reuse those sports balls to create athletic slides. And we give our customers the opportunity to do that. And yeah, that's We've Got Soul. Hello, I'm Michael Jackson with Omari Banks and Dina Georgiadis, and this is We've Got Soul. Sports are huge in the U.S., and one of the biggest sports is basketball. You see it played professionally, you see it played in school playgrounds and parks, and also in people's driveways of their homes. And even 250,000 basketballs are produced and sold in the U.S. every year.
Recent surveys to local coaches found 62% use 20 or more basketballs a year per team. A sports ball has a lifespan of 3 to 4 years, and yet 30% of coaches replace the ball 3 or more times in just one season. In the NBA, it is common for a basketball to be used once or twice in a season, and then they're retired. But where are these balls going?
We surveyed over 150 potential customers and found that 67% of them do not know how to sustainably discard their old sports balls. And yet, our survey showed 82% of participants want to be sustainable.
It takes 50 to 80 years for the rubber in a basketball to fully decompose. We wanted to find a way to not let these balls go to waste. Every 3 to 5 years, 6.3 million sports balls sit around with no place to go once their purpose has been served. This means within my lifetime, almost 27 million balls have been destined for landfills within the United States.
So We've Got Soul wants to turn these unused sports balls into fashionable athletic slides and make a positive impact on the sustainability on mass production of sports balls. And we realized that sports balls and athletic slides have a lot of the same materials used in common. Nikita Gill once said, "Show me the most damaged parts of your soul, and I will show you how it still shines like gold." This is what We've Got Soul wants to accomplish. We want to turn what others may view as trash and waste into something we and our customers can view as gold. This is London. He's a sophomore at Jefferson High School and has played basketball for 8 years. London holds value in the balls he has played with, like the first ball his mom ever got for him. He keeps them for memories and to remember the good times. His mom always bugs him about getting rid of his sports balls, but because of the importance she knows they hold to him, she doesn't pressure him too much. Now meet London's mom, Quinn, a nurse at Providence Health Clinic who hates coming home from a long day of work with a yard filled with basketballs. Quinn wanted to find a way to keep her son happy, but at the same time have an organized home. That's when she found We've Got Soul. She She remembered her son talking about wanting a new pair of slides, so she sent some of his favorite sports balls to get a pair of slides specially made for him.
We are not the only company making high-end goods out of something used. The following are companies that are creating products from recycled materials. Tiva uses materials from old slides to restore and make new ones. Eating the Goober uses recycled shirts and materials to create shoes. And eCalf makes slides from plastic collected from the ocean. As you can see, we are all focused on sustainability, but what sets us apart is the personal relationship We Got Soul will have with their customer, giving our customer the ability to send in their personal materials and making a product that will be specially made for them. Another thing that sets us apart is the reuse of sports balls. We have spent hours of research to find a company that reuses sports balls for the production of footwear. No one is addressing the fact that hundreds of thousands of basketballs are being thrown away because no one knows what to do with them. This is how We Got Soul wants to interrupt the sports world by incorporating sports sustainability through recycling balls into slides. We Got Soul is a company that gives back. We Got Soul will take 1% of our profits to give to local underserved student athletes. When a customer slides wear out, they are able to send their pair back in for us to recycle, and they will get a 50% discount on a new pair of slides.
These are our 3 different slides our customers can choose from. We will have our mass-produced slides made from random sports balls donated, and we will later introduce our professional team slides made from sports balls used by professional teams like the Blazers or the Phoenix Suns. We will also have our custom-made slides made from personal sentimental sports balls our customers can send in. We are pleased to announce that we have signed a letter of intent from the Phoenix Suns and another NBA team pending, which is the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Our plan to collect locally is through drop-off boxes. These will be located near PPS schools and community centers and donation centers.
Next year, we predict that we will be about $85,000 in debt due to our startup costs, but based upon our profit margin, we should be able to pay that off by 2023. It will cost about $5 each for a pair of slides to be produced. And in 2023, we will start selling our unique eco-friendly slides for $100 each. And this will give us a profit margin of $95 per pair to help us pay down our initial cost. And if we sell 2,000 pairs of our slides by just the next year, we will make $93,000 and pay off our debt. And the next year, we will aim for a 25% increase and lower our price for the slides to $85 a pair. And production costs will remain the same, so we should profit about $183,000. And with the introduction of our 2 special segments, our professional and custom slides, we are projected to have profits nearing $500,000. Continuing 2021, we will continue to compete in competitions like TYE, and we will continue to gain new network contacts. For example, we are now contacting rubber recycling manufacturers, and we are connecting with coaches and athletic directors for basketball donations. We will work on funding needed to pay for cost of collection, storage, and recycling, and continue to promote by using social media outlets like Instagram, TikTok, and more. By year 2, we will establish raw material production and finalize basic design. And by year 3, we want to begin shoe production. We want to continue to promote and sell 2,000 pair of slides. And by year 4, we want to increase our sales by 25% and expand to other sports balls like soccer balls and footballs, and introduce our professional slides to the market. You may ask what We've Got Soul is about. We've Got Soul is about creating footwear from sports balls people can love and enjoy. Now you may ask me, what's the difference between soul and soul? Soul is something you were born with. It's a feeling inside you that makes you want more in life. But soul is something you walk with every day. Our mission is to use our souls to give soul back to our community. Once again, I'm Nicole Jackson, the CEO and a basketball player.
I'm Omari Banks, research and design football player.
And I'm Dina Georgiadis. I do marketing and I play soccer.
And these are our lovely mentors, Leah Gabler, who is a TYE instructor, Robin Knox, who is a founder of 360 Advisory, and Josue Diaz, who is a Nike product developer. We want to give special thanks to these following companies for mentorship and showing interest in donating. Thank you. Any questions?
Okay, so now we'll be moving to the live Q&A session. Thank you, guys. And let's start off with Ms. Chitra.
Thank you very much, guys. I enjoyed that. Circular economy versus lateral economy and being able to recycle, reuse is a big topic and big focus. So not surprising that you're focusing on that. Good job. One question, when I look at the price point of different, products that you showed, the custom one was the cheapest because you're using some sentimental, stuff that they give and you're going to create a custom slippers out of that. Don't you think that should be higher price point? What was the thinking behind that?
The cheapest slide was the mass produced one, and I think it was priced at like $55, and the custom was a little bit higher than that. It was in the middle with the professional and the mass. And the reason for the different pricing is because the mass produced would just be slides, would just be sports balls that we get in. We would just use any sports ball to create a slide. So that's why that one is cheaper.
I see. I think it's $150, the custom one, is it? Because the zero, I couldn't see the zero. Is that right? Because I saw $15. So yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Super.
All right. Next, can we have a question from Vipin Ramani?
Yeah, excellent presentation, guys. Fantastic cause. Wish you all the best. What do you see as the biggest challenges or difficulties as you navigate through this space?
I think the biggest challenge will be actually getting the raw material because we're focused on basketballs as of right now. So to be able to get the leather out, and because it's so thin, I feel like that's going to be our biggest challenge, and we're trying to figure out a way to get through that. So, yeah.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank
All right.
you.
Next, we'll be taking a question from Vineet Parikh.
Hey, congratulations. I think it's your business concept, your product really stands out. And the way you build your presentation is also wonderful. It's difficult for me to, even dig out questions because I think you've picked nearly every box on the business model and proposition that comes out. So from my side, I don't have any questions.
Okay, and then Judge J.D. Vaughn, if you could.
Hey guys, great job on the presentation. So how many of these have you, it was unclear through the presentation, but I saw in the pictures that it looks like you actually, have some product that you've built and possibly sold. Is that right? How much of this stuff have you sold into the market?
We've actually had one, we haven't actually sold any. We just had the, I'm forgetting what it's called.
LOI?
Basically, we put it together and we just cut the balls up and we just place them on slides that are actually made. I forgot what it was called, but we haven't actually made, we haven't actually gotten the raw material to make an actual slide. So that's what those pictures were, and we haven't sold any yet. We're looking to actually start doing that next year to create an actual product. So that was just like a prototype.
Cool. That's great. That's the right process to pursue, you know, rapid prototype, test it in the market. And that's really where I would encourage you to focus. Like, how much potential demand is there here really? And how difficult will it be to break into this market relative to the other options that exist? So if I were you, those are the things I would be focused on, is how do I spend as little time and money as possible to test it and to get an idea of whether it's a market I could have a substantial portion of or not, you know. But great job.
Great job, everybody. Thank you, judges. And so next we'll be moving on to the next team. But first, we'll be doing some judging and scoring.